Hey everybody, One of Weezem here. It is Wednesday night, June 19th, 2013, roughly 11:30, something along those lines. Um, Last night, early this morning, made a video about the promos going on at Toys'R'Us and GameStop. I went ahead, I was in GameStop Monday night, pre-ordered the 3DS version, just kind of lock in Lightcore Hex. At this time, it's still kind of unknown if she's going to be available beforehand, after the fact, or if it's going to turn out the pre-orders are the only way to get her. That said, if you do want Lightcore Hex for whatever reason, your best bet is to just pre-order Swap Force. In all likelihood, I mean, we could see her prior to that, although that would kind of kill the notion of getting her via pre-order. If we do, she could be limited. I mean, for all we know, it'll be... The bottom line is, if something happens and she's widely available, or she's extremely scarce, but you actually get her, you can still cancel your pre-order. So keep that in mind. But I put in a call after work today just to check. I'd seen, had a few people tell me, they'd seen Polar. Some stores said they were street dated, couldn't sell them. Some of them actually sold them. That should not happen, but sometimes it does. Put in a call to the GameStop I frequent the most, and sure enough, the guy said they just got them in today. And, I asked if he could hold one. I was going to, come up from work and take a few minutes, and they said, yeah, no problem, man, just show up, we'll have one for you. So that led me to believe that they probably had quite a few. Wound up getting up there. It was looking like it was going to start storming, and it did. But before that happened, I walked in, and sure enough, they had them. They were just right there on the pegs. I'd say there were 6 of them or so. Also of note, they had Ninjini. And I say that it is Ninjini. It's not Scarlet Ninjini, which people have actually had an easier time getting than the real Ninjini, the regular one, oddly enough. It was plain Jane Ninjini. I'd say there were probably about 6 of those as well. Again, I don't know if they're going to ship more out in that quantity up until Saturday, if that's all they're going to have, because it was quantities limited. Or if they simply do it by sales or location or some other formula. Needless to say, I grabbed 2 of the Polars, one for me, one for my nephew type situation. Took them to the counter, rang them up, and they're street dated. It was a deal. He wasn't supposed to be working today, the guy I dealt with. Had a couple people call in, he had to come in, he was just getting caught up. And it turned out to be a really good thing, because I guess they have a couple new employees, and one of them sold them. That's one of those things, you can get reprimanded for that pretty bad. So that said, I do not have Polar Whirlwind. I went ahead and ran through the promotion. He was real glad, like I said, I was in there. If Scarlet, when he actually checked in Ninjini, apparently her SKU came up like Scarlet's to be street dated. And that means if you get there, say you need Ninjini or Scarlet, if you get there early, you have a chance of landing them. Unless, of course, your store put them out and they deplete the stock, and then it's going to be a bum deal Saturday. So, might check in early, That said, I don't know if I'm going to be around Saturday or not. Drop that bit of information. And I actually got the poster, which sounds pretty cool, I guess. First person in, technically. And might have saved them some trouble, with potential pre-orders. This is actually the big poster. The interesting thing here is the actual information sheet's a little more interesting, at least to collectors. This is something you can frame. It's kind of a small size. I don't have a tape measure here. I actually do. I just don't want to run and get it. I guess I can, actually. Alright, let's take a look here. Just in case, I don't know if you want to frame it or not. It looks like it's going to be one of the 16 by 12. So like a 12 by 16. If you want to pick up one of those little cheap frames for it, you can do that. What it is basically just like a release poster. It's not like the Toys'"R'Us one, so I can confirm that for you. The Toys'"R'Us one's kind of like more of a poster in the sense it's not just like a promotion, if that makes sense. This is as you can see now, available. It's kind of like, hey, this is coming. Toys'"R'Us one's probably more for the casual collector. I guess the hardcore would want this one too. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and cover this. Swap top, swap bottoms, 250 plus character combinations. Little information for you that'll be in one of my later videos. All Swap Force characters are male. They did toy around with female, and then they kind of ran into the problem of, hey, that's kind of going to be weird, let's just keep it simple. So, maybe they'll change that in the future. It is somewhat complicated. The characters we have pictured here: Ninja Stealth Elf Series 3. We've got Magna Charge, Swap Force, Attack to Attract to Attack would be his slogan. We've got Washbuckler in the middle. 8 legs, no pegs is his slogan. Again, he is Swap Force. If this guy has a name, I've yet to see it. Again, I've been pretty swamped. He's almost like a direct cross between Stump Smash and Zook, in my opinion. Looks like he's shooting some sort of a stinger. Tree Wreck, Stump Smash plus Zook. I mean, that to me is kind of like what you'd get. Again, he could have been revealed name-wise. I've just yet to see it. Series 3 Trigger Happy is a character over here. I've seen this artwork, just never like in such a blown-up proportion that's not like fuzzy. Trigger Happy is on a bomb or a rocket. He's riding it. That makes me think that could be potential. It would actually have to be like his new Wow Pal. Again, I don't know if I've gotten to cover this, but the Series 3 characters, i.e. Ninja Stealth Elf, whatever adjective, Trigger Happy, could be Rocket Trigger Happy based on this, Lava Barf Eruptor, they're all going to have the Wow Pals, but they're going to be kind of superseding the current Wow Pal. So whatever the current one is gone, and the new one is just supposed to be a lot better. So we'll have to wait and see, but unless they're just decided they really wanted like a rocket or a bomb or something drawn in this artwork, I'm inclined to believe we could be seeing that in gameplay. Then we've got the logo there. There's a good look at it all for you. Try to minimize the glares. And of course the release date, 10/13/13. Bottom, just a system that's available. On the back of this actual poster has nothing. So again, that should go to the first 25. Again, they kind of felt sorry for me that I'd driven all the way up there only to be basically told you can't buy what you came for. And like I said, I've got a long, big history there of buying stuff. They know me real well. So that said, the poster is cool, but what I actually liked a little better is this flyer here, and this is simply an information sheet. It's probably have a ton more of these. Here's a quick look at the front side. I'm going to take it around to the back side here. Again, this is just promoting kind of what they've got. The Ultimate Skylanders Festival. I guess that's in relation to Swap Force. Going left to right, we have Ninja Stealth Elf Countdown. That would be what? Blast Buckler, I guess. We've got Rattleshake, the top of him, Hoot Loop the Owl. I've got a little bit of video of him. Then we've got Magna Charge. Right here we have what would be Washbuckler, but if you notice, Wash Zone, he's got Blast Zone's bottom end. Again, there's that guy. My apologies if he's been announced. I've, not known of it. And then I think, what is Spyro called? I think it was Mega Ram Spyro, maybe. Again, in the figure, I have some stuff I'll get up for. He's kind of got like the longer horns. The Ultimate Skylanders Festival, that's essentially what Swap Force is. Swappable and unstoppable. Embark on an exciting new adventure with the Skylanders and the Swap Force. For generations, the Swap Force protected the volcano that replenishes Skyland's magic. That is until an epic battle caught them in an eruption that blasted them apart, sent them to Earth, and gave them the ability to swap powers. Only you can mix and match their tops and bottoms, put them on the new portal of power, and save Skylands. Of course, one of the slogans tied with Swap Force is your new power is choice. That ain't no joke. There's 256 potential combinations. Going to be a nightmare for people like myself that record gameplay. It'll be really cool, but at the same time, they're not all going to release at once, I'm sure. And so we'll have Washbuckler, and maybe we can do like 4 combinations of them, and then later on around Thanksgiving we might get 4 more. And then this time the following year, maybe we'll have all 16. So going to kind of be hard to swing that, at least in a logical manner. But again, what we have here, there's Blast Zone and Washbuckler. They've taken the top of Blast Zone, the bottom of Washbuckler, made Blast Buckler. New Portal of Power, again, straight from the brass at Activision and the developers. They have confirmed to me that this should work backwards compatible, meaning you can use this portal with your older console games. If that's wrong, I would be shocked, because that came from like as high up as it possibly can, essentially. The other awesome thing about the flyer on this side, and put emphasis on this side for good reason, is we actually get a good look at the starter pack. Power A kind of had the box art, but not like the Division. I can't really, there's no like sidebar there that's like showing all the characters or anything awesome. But we can see it's got kind of the same artwork that we saw on the big poster. Left hand side is going to have Blast Zone. I can assume the portal and the game are in the middle, kind of packaged like they do. Game on the bottom, portal on the top. Ninja Stealth Elf will be on the right hand side, and she is above Washbuckler there. And there's kind of like the same demo you see here on the inset box art. Of course, the promotion pretty much everywhere, GameStop included. Pre-order your starter pack and get a free Lightcore Hex figure. That's a big deal, again, just because we do not know if she's going to be available before Swap Force, a shelf warmer after Swap Force, or if this is seriously our only chance to get her. Let's see, Swap Force starter pack content. So you get the video game, 3 Skylander figures, the character poster, which that would be awesome. Then we would know everything. 3 trading cards, the new exclamation point, new Portal of Power, and 3 sticker sheets. Also of note on this side, GameStop Skylanders loyalty program coming soon. You want to be a power-up member again. If you looked at my blog post and the video linked last night, power-up people that purchase certain dollar amount on Saturday, you can win like a crud ton of stuff. Some Power A gear, I think, some travel tote type things, a couple of free Skyline, I think like 2, 2, and 2, Giants regular light core. Pretty sweet setup. Now, this side is what's really awesome, at least in my opinion. And bear in mind, this is just the information sheet. This is not the poster. Bring the Skylanders to life. You got the Swap Force logo. The back is, of course, your like typical elemental inlay on the kind of green, yellow. The characters, this one's cool to me for numerous reasons. Number 1, Blast Zone, Ninja Stealth Elf Countdown. That's good box art on him. We've got Washbuckler here, Lava Barf Eruptor right there. Again, the 3DS version is going to have a Volcanic Eruptor, I think is what they called him. We've got Magna Charge back here. However, between Eruptor, Series 3 Eruptor, and Magna Charge from Swap Force, we have Series 3 Terrapin. He was right by the wheel when I first went into the Swap Force booth at E3. There was also the girl that was like running the contest that would like tell you, this is how you spin. Granted, like everyone in line had been spinning it all day, so they knew. But she basically stood there to tell newcomers spin the wheel. Then on the flip side, that's where they kept Hot Dog, and the other girl would like hand him to you if you won. I could not get a really good picture or video, and then what happened is, while we were gone and they started to pick up some of the things, they actually took Terrapin out of the case, like I guess they put him in and out every night and morning, and I'm assuming he went into like their storage box, but I could never locate him like at any of the test stations when we were just there by ourselves. But what it looks like to me, again, the Series 3 and Series 2 actually, like with Chill for example, Blizzard Chill Series 2, they're basically tossing an adjective in front of their name. So this could be something like Razor Terrapin, Golden Glove Terrapin, who knows, but to me it looks like they've taken his brawler powers, with brass knuckles, spiked knuckles, what have you. Kind of like you see here, since he's actually at the portal. On the Series 2 repos for Giants, you kind of got like the spiked knuckles, real awesome repos. He had that on his Series 3 figure, so it's going to be a big deal. Don't know his name yet, but again, this is cool to me because he's actually on this flyer. Other thing of note, if we come down here, we've got, it's again the Xbox 360 they're showcasing. It's the same as the other. Number 1, select your starter pack for your video game system. 2, build your collection. And 3, bring the Skylanders to life. And you're probably saying, wait, go back, you idiot, that looked really cool. And you are correct. Build your collection. Let me get this where you can see. You can see the first thing they indicate is swap force. That's Magna Charge, of course. That wheel in the upper left-hand corner is going to be just like the Power A display demo I showed you. You can kind of play around and spin it. Next up is Star Strike, the brand new Light Core character again. I currently do not know her slogan for the simple fact the Light Core don't show the slogan. My apologies there. And then over here, again, this confirms that they're going to actually have Series 3 on the side of them. That is your Lava Barf Eruptor, which again, to me, all but confirms that your 3DS version is going to have the variant. That would be the Volcanic Eruptor, if you will. Then, however, and this is awesome, Nigel, he's down in Australia. He actually sent me this. I think he found it online somewhere. Presumably someone got a flyer like this from EB Games, and they had like a real fuzzy picture kind of like that. What this is an adventure pack. I believe that is Popthorn, the guy that looks like Woobat. Again, I've got some video of him coming for you. But it is your standard adventure pack setup. When I brought him up to one of the higher up people, I was told it would be like just a location piece. And when I heard behind closed doors one of the adventure packs kind of related to Cali, I was thinking there was like a small chance we might see like a Cali figure, and then maybe like a I don't know, Eon or a Hugo or T-Bone would be awesome. They really need to get him a figure, in my opinion. I was thinking we might go that route for the adventure packs, but based on this, it looks to me like the 2 adventure packs they have planned out are going to likely be standard format, where we get the character to the left-hand side. In the middle is the location piece, and the right-hand side you can kind of see like the 2 magic items. I think that says Tower of Time. That would presumably be like another playable chapter, just like Darklight Crypt, Pirate Seas, etc. When I asked, and this was in the back room, I was told 2 new battle packs, 2 new adventure packs. If that's true, I mean, things could change. You know, maybe they didn't understand what I was saying or something. But if that is correct, Tower of Time right here would presumably be one of the battle packs. But again, it looks like it's going to have Popthorn, the Air Element Core Skylander. Same setup again as you will if it was like Ghost Roaster and Darklight Crypt, Slam Bam, Empire of Ice, Sunburn, Dragon's Peak, or Terrapin in Pirate Seas. Character, location piece, which the Tower of Time, if I'm reading that correctly, looks really cool. It'll be nice to kind of have on display, and you got the 2 magic items there. That, in my opinion, made this little information sheet, as I think they're going to refer to it, a little cooler than the poster. For the simple fact, as someone excited about the series, I actually learned a little something, have it in hand. This is nothing photoshopped. I don't do the fake stuff. This is like the real deal. Again, if you want one of these, I don't think this is going to be limited to 25. I mean, this is something anyone and their dog can probably walk in and get this, but it's probably going to be Saturday. But that to me was awesome. And actually, it looks pretty good too. You know, it just kind of has, where the poster, the bigger poster that we've got over here is kind of like a bigger size, a little bit more professional and less detail based. This little information flyer is kind of the same thing. Just has a little bit more details on it. And then, of course, the backside kind of promotes it, explains it to you, what's new and different in Swap Force, etc. Again, sadly, I don't have Polar Whirlwind. I know a few people have actually been able to buy her. Hopefully, if your local GameStop did that, they will still have the same employees that you know and love. As an outsider, you never really know like how hard they condemn that, but I mean, if it's street dated, you kind of have to view it like software. And if Swap Force is to come out October 13th, that's a Sunday, and somebody at GameStop got them in and sold them Friday or Saturday, that's kind of a big deal, you know. So maybe they're new people. Maybe it'll just kind of be like, oh my gosh, don't do that again. You're crazy. You're going to get us all in trouble. Maybe they get canned. I don't know. But few people have landed her. I can tell you, I took pictures of her on the shelf. It's not like anything major, because at the time I thought I was going to be able to buy her and actually unbox her tonight for you. There is like a sticker, and I don't know if it's a sticker or a printed deal. It almost looked like a sticker. It was really big, but it was like a round GameStop exclusive. I asked the guy, and it's unknown to him if it's like really going to be one of their exclusives. He's inclined to believe that it is. That's kind of what I'm thinking based on that screen cap I took from their promotion last night. Walmart, Target, all that stuff, even this E3 one. I mean, the E3 deal is not even a sticker. It's printed on. The GameStop deal, I mean, it was it was significantly bigger than this portal for the E3 hot dog. And kind of like had the holographic light core look to it type thing. But I will try to find out again if I'm in town Saturday. I should be able, I think they're going to try to maybe hold the two for me. Again, mainly I'm a regular, I guess I'm like the main Skylander person. It's sad, I guess, when you know a bunch of the stuff that, you know. That's why I was in Monday, basically. I was trying to catch Polar Whirlwind early. And had I gone in Tuesday, I would have had knowledge of the promotion and the email and everything. That said, hopefully Saturday I'll actually be able to land her. If you're looking for Scarlet and Ninjini, she should be there. She was not out today. That leads me to believe that they might actually be getting more in than what I saw today. Which that would be great, because as is right now, I think there are like 6 Ninjinis and 6 Polars. Again, this is kind of a smaller store. I don't know how they're going to distribute everything. But bottom line, you know, this is a deal opening of your local GameStop until like 2. That's when the big promotions are going on. Again, I'm sure if you come in at like 3 o'clock and they have a poster left, they're going to give it to you. You know, they're not going to like just throw them away or something and send them back to corporate. But that said, go early. Ninjini, I can attest to you. You can see her in the picture on the blog. She's there. Polar was there. They're supposed to have Scarlet Ninjini as well. This is the poster that the first 25 are to get, and then this is just the information flyer. But again, since I'm kind of really into it, this was big news to me because of the adventure pack inset. So, like I said, my apologies, I didn't get Polar. I thought I was going to get to come home and unbox her. That's why I left work and frantically drove up there and then came home in like this massive rainstorm. But, you know, that's the way stuff goes. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But didn't come home empty-handed. Picked up supper since I was there. And, the main thing, got this poster and the information sheet. Again, for most people, the poster is probably the bigger draw. For me, the information sheet's awesome. Terrafin Series 3 is on it, and we got that good look at the Tower of Time adventure pack. So, again, Nigel, he actually, I guess, from EB Games, filtered that out somewhere down in Australia. Their pre-order is actually Polar Whirlwind. That goes along with her maybe being exclusive to GameStop, EB Games. What she was doing on Amazon in Europe, I don't know. This is America. Very well could be timed, or it could be dead on GameStop only. Just don't know at this time. Maybe if I get to go back in Saturday, you know, maybe they'll have made reference to that fact or kind of clarified things from corporate. But again, reason for this video, wanted to show you the poster. Again, I tried to get word out of Polar Whirlwind to you. Like I said, if you need Ninjini, she was at my local store. She is skewed with Scarlet, so they technically, GameStop should be holding them for Saturday. Go ahead, you know, you might check in early, see if, you know, they have them. If you're someone that's been on a wait list for her forever, maybe they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, I remember those people. And maybe you can get one Saturday or something. But this poster should go to the first 25. it was in a fairly big pack. I mean, we're not going to sit there and count them, but you know, nothing that you're not missing out on a whole lot, but it is kind of cool. And then, like I said, information sheet's awesome. It reveals that adventure pack to us, Tower of Time. So hopefully Saturday, if I'm around, I'll be able to pick up the Polars. I'll try to unbox one. It's kind of going to depend. If they wind up maybe like the next couple of days, they get like another 6 or 2 cases or however they're doing it, you know, they could wind up having 30 at the store. Otherwise, if this was like the only shipment, that store is going to have like 6 of them. Again, I don't think that's like probably the biggest volume in this area, but there's probably, you know, for those towns with multiple GameStops or the smaller ones, you know, probably going to see something similar. So probably minimum 6, maximum who knows. Assuming they got like that same shipment in, but tomorrow's box had like Scarlet instead of regular Ninjini, they'd have time to get up to what, like 24 maybe. So who really knows at this point? Bottom line, get to GameStop early Saturday if this stuff interests you. And all these pictures, they'll be up on the blog. I'll do my best to get them glare free, and I'll try to zoom in on that adventure pack for you. But I will leave it at that. I'm going to try to get a couple more real cool videos up tonight. This one again was unexpected, but well worth recording in my opinion. So take the blog link at the top of the video description. I'll have the pictures you can actually see, save them, whatever. I'll try again to zoom in on that adventure pack. You can take a good look at it yourself. It actually looked pretty dadgum good when I held it up to the camera, you know, for what it's worth. But all goes down Saturday the 22nd, Skylander Day, at your local GameStop. Make sure you're there. Polar Whirlwind, Scarlet, Ninjini. I did check on Series 2 Drobot there. He was MIA. By Saturday, there's a chance they could have him too. You would basically make an epic haul if that panned out and you landed everything you needed. You know, and like I said, if you pre-order, you're basically guaranteed a light core hex regardless of what happens. So keep that in mind. But questions, comments, you can ask here on YouTube. For a quicker response, take that blog link at the top of the video description box, oneofwisdom.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe. And until Saturday or next time, whatever it is, we will catch you later, and we will close out, and I'll take you in on this new adventure pack.